All right, folks, it's time for the season premiere review of Marvel What If. And they started big, where it actually started with what if Peggy Carter was Captain America? All right, let's go with non spoilers and then we'll go with spoilers. Those who are definitely want to watch it, here is what you want to know. Definitely does a good job on everything. You might note that there might be a new person in the room because the previous person most likely was too much money for them to get back. You most likely will figure that out later. They did some interesting touch ups, did a lot of good homages, did a lot of good winks and nods, and it's a good start, man. It's a freaking good start. Definitely go watch it if you can. Sadly, I did it by illegal means, but hey, if they were cool enough to actually allow me to have, the first three, reviewer copies, then I wouldn't have to be doing this. But of course, it still is Disney, and Disney already knows I don't like them, so yeah. And plus, I'm out of the loop of that. I only just got one lucky break once, and they don't remember me after that, which is kind of sad. I'd have loved to have reviewed Modoc. I would love to do it. It wouldn't have been bad. I wouldn't have freaking scathed them. It would actually have been a nice and funny thing, but instead, no. Anyways, just by this episode alone, I would say it is worth it having it on DVD and Blu-ray, but considering you already have WandaVision, Loki, Falcon and Winter Soldier, no freaking damn releases at all. Just like Mandalorian. No releases. Yeah. You only have to get a bootleg version. I don't really want bootleg. I would like to actually support you. So let me do the messed up thing, and most likely it'll cost more money than buying Disney Plus, or basically, why don't you just make it a freaking damn month worth, and I'll buy those. I'll even buy What If. Just like I was like pushing for the Marvel one shot should actually be in DVD form, which a few people booed that idea and said, yeah, I suck. And it's like, yeah, but the people who are buying it DVD wise, it's kind of sucky that we didn't get to see many things. Let me just check. 1, 2, 3, 4. There was 4 in all. So we didn't see 4 of them. And one of them was very, very shocking to where it's like, holy frick. The other one that the freaking fans made happen was bullshit. And I always continue to say, you just made Mandalorian. You just made the Mandarin a punk bitch. And I really hope you fans are happy for that. And I'm going to continue to say that until hopefully Shang-Chi finally does something to make it not true. But for right now, until Shang-Chi shows up and it reveals differently, the Mandarin is a punk bitch. Anyways, now it's time for the spoilers. For everyone who actually don't want to see spoilers, you can leave. Everyone else, let's stay and let's talk. So first things first, we get to have the start of it. So it started just like the original Captain America, of course. But the gunmen, okay, so we got some new stuff because thanks to Loki, you can talk about variants. And Peggy Carter is a variant. And you could also say that thanks to the freaking the Time Bureau. Yeah, and also sorry for the spoilers, but also crap, what was her name again? Well, you know who. She destroyed everything, and because of that, now here's this timeline. So Peggy Carter would have actually have been taken by the Time Bureau, and this whole timeline would have been reset. But since that isn't a factor anymore, Peggy decided to sit down instead of going upstairs into the viewing station. And well, the person that actually shot and tried to steal stuff, he was there and he did a better job than he did in Captain America. He even he shot the general that we know from Captain America, aka Tommy Lee Jones. He shot, I think maybe even twice, he shot Steve Rogers. He shot him twice, so he can't even do the procedure anymore. And well, at least the good news is that Peggy was able to take him down. Just like she would have took him down in the first movie, but well, it was either she gets ran by a freaking car, or it's like run over by a freaking car but get to her man, or B, her life is safe and, well, Steve gets to check out his powers. So with that said, there was a big scuffle of who gets to be there. So we got this new general dude who's going to be here for the rest of the series because, well, the rest of this moment because, well, the character that we know from the first movie has been killed. So, and plus, I think that was a good spin. It's like, personally, it seems flawless on the whole thing of, did you not want to get Tommy Lee Jones back? Did he ask too much money? I was cool with the new spin that you did. That was a new spin. I just really hope that you made sure you did some extra stuff. And I mean, if they really thought ahead, like truly thought ahead, then that means that this guy was in the first movie as well, which makes it even more juicier. And it's like, oh shoot, they did some awesome stuff. But for right now, I don't know for sure. And sadly, the first movie of Captain America is one of the ones that I'm like, it's a chore to watch. Sorry to be a jerk, but it is a chore to watch. I don't really actually see any. Yeah, it's like people are like, "Oh, Thor: The Dark World is horrible. It's a bad movie. I don't want to watch it." It's like, no, for me, it's the first Captain America movie. I just can't watch over and over and over again. Thor: The Dark World, I'm able to watch it more times than the first movie, just like Wonder Woman. Even though in this case, no, Wonder Woman 1 and 2 are both just not good. I just can't do it. I mean, Wonder Woman is good. It's just that the war aspect is kind of like the wavering part that makes it kind of like a chore to watch. The second movie, however, is like, oh fuck. Yeah, it's like, yeah, if you ever have a Captain America versus Wonder Woman, Captain America wins. His second movie was so good that I would watch it over and over and over again. Anyways, all right, so where were we? So it was either Arnold Stark. Anthony Stark would have to go into the reactor, become the super soldier, or Peggy. And Peggy did it. Even though the guy was like, no, stop it, don't you dare. And then she did. And they did shot for shot. And then after that, it was the same exact idea of where the one who died was like, oh, I wanted a freaking army. All I got was you. And then they pushed him to the USO shows. This time around, same deal, but even worse because of sexism during the times. So Peggy Carter is working for it. She actually is doing the punching bag, just like a nice little homage to the first movie at the very end, where she actually can show that she can punch a punching bag like off its connector. She actually shows that she's able to throw a weight as if a javelin person. No, discus. It was discus. Yeah, discus. Meanwhile, she also has Steve Rogers, who is doing some rehab. Yeah, he has to get his strength back up with his legs because he got shot, but he survived it. So it was kind of funny. That was one nod of where what Steve Rogers did, the CSO show, which no, that didn't happen. Then it get to the point of where we do some interesting mixes. So she goes to get the Tesseract, and of course, meanwhile, we have the Red Skull getting the Tesseract, which I think the first one, was it a fake? I think it was a fake at one point in the first movie. I think it was a fake. But anyways, the interesting part is that this version, they warned, it was kind of cool. It's like on the carving, they warned you what the fuck you're doing if you take the damn Tesseract. Is that there's something at the end of it. If you open it, will come and attack. Which I like someone's idea that Odin actually took that beast and pushed that beast into another dimension and sealed it away and sealed the Tesseract away so no one has any, and the city of Norway was guarding it. It's kind of crazy. This city was shown in all 3 movies of Thor, right? No, it was shown in one Captain America, one Thor movie, and then the last Thor movie. I mean, yes, the last Thor movie. So, Captain America first movie, Thor the first movie, Thor the third movie. That's kind of cool. That was kind of cool. So of course, Red Skull took it. He killed the man. And he's now going to use the Tesseract. But lo and behold, the transport got stopped by almost, well, about to be called Captain Carter. And she actually saw how powerful she was on the field versus Captain Rogers actually saw his power during the chase of the gunman. So there you go. And then they got the Tesseract, they got the scientists. You think the scientist turned to the robot again? I don't really. He might have done it. He might have done it. So then after that, she got promoted to captain, and then now they're striking, and thus, well, lo and behold, Mr. Howard Stark, not Anthony Stark, sorry, Howard Stark decided to create the first Iron Man suit. Holy frick! All right, I think we're good. Okay, cool. All right, so then after that, she got promoted to captain, and oh yeah, I was gonna say that Howard Stark actually created the first Iron Man armor using the Tesseract as the actual power source. Holy frick! Holy frick! And of course, it's none other than Steve Rogers that actually is doing it. It's kind of funny that this is kind of the reverse, and no one actually said it because this cartoon has been so underrated and no one even wants to freaking remember it freaking existed. But I'm talking about Big Guy and Rusty. And this gave me so much freaking damn memories of Big Guy and Rusty. The difference here is that Captain Carter is the hero and Steve Rogers is the sidekick, technically. But in Big Guy and Rusty, it's reversed. The robot controlled by a man is the freaking hero. And the sidekick is Rusty, who is a robot, but he has red hair. Coincidence? I think not. I think not. Man, I think. Oh, thanks a lot, Buzzsaw Saber. But I think that they did actually release a series out on DVD. But sadly, it's one of those that's like, yeah, this sucks. Where you have to be quick about it, or you'll never see it again. Just like the freaking Godzilla series. It's like, damn it, guys, what the frick? Anyways, so now he has one. He created it, and meanwhile, Captain Carter went to go save the Howling Commandos, including, of course, Bucky, but someone that they didn't even think about. It's like, yeah, none of the ones that actually reviewed this didn't even remember that Bucky at this point was getting tortured up the ass. Yeah, Bucky was tortured for information. So it looks like she came before he was tortured. So there you go. That's a good little Easter egg, isn't it? The fact that he came before he was tortured because, yeah, because he was like, "Where's Bucky?" He's like, he sent him to a holding cell, and then there he was, just tied down. I think he was either tied down to the a table, or I think it was tied down to a table. So yeah, who knows what the frick he did? Was that pre freaking Winter Soldier crap that they were like, yeah, well, we planted something in there just in case. It's like, we don't know. It's like, we don't know. It could have actually been true, could be false. Either way, she came before that happened. Thank goodness. And of course, they all seems lost when they got out and they're so big fat army. But then the Hydra Buster armor. No, it's called the Hydra Stomper. Whatever. You can see why they can't call it a Hydra Buster because it's like, you mean the Hulk Buster? No, the Hydra Buster. Hulk Buster, Hydra Buster. Either way, the Hydra Stomper came to the rescue, and lo and behold, they did have some nice little things. It shows that it does seem like the Iron Man armor, but they have manual dials and stuff. So he came there, saved the day, and then we had a nice little montage of her doing something awesome, which is in the air fighting inside the freaking plane and breaking out, and they even gave her a actual thing to hold on when it comes to the Iron Man armor, which is kind of crazy. And of course, then they decided to set a trap, and lo and behold, the trap was, of course, for the Hydra Stomper armor. Which is like, oh fuck. Yeah, and it's basically the same exact scenario of what happened in the first Avenger. where we lost Bucky, which luckily Bucky wasn't lost. They did a nod of, yep, he could have lost an arm. And then I thought the worst. It was like, yeah, so the freaking train exploded with Steve Rogers in it. And I thought of the worst, being like, oh fuck, you think they're messed up? You think they're insane? You think they're actually heartless enough to actually make Steve Rogers the freaking Winter Soldier? Oh shit, no. Oh god, no. Oh. So we don't know he's alive or been wounded so much that they are like, okay, well, we got our own super soldier serum. Here we go. And now, well, we gotta give him an iron arm. Or heck, he has to have two iron arms. We don't freaking know. We don't freaking damn know. So basically, that was the nice little drive to get Captain Carter to go to the freaking scientist, and we don't know what she freaking did, but he told her everything. Of course, Hydra has the freaking Tesseract again. They're using the Tesseract and opened the freaking portal, unlike previous of making weapons for themselves. Yeah, they're not using weapons anymore. Not using for a power source or weapons. No, they're just gonna open the freaking portal, which means another freaking instant of changes is the fact of, since Odin did something different, Hydra is doing something different. Because who knows? I think Odin just went down there to do something and he just left the Tesseract there. He didn't actually seal it away, I don't think. I mean, he didn't seal something away. I don't think he did. So, not sure. Alright, anyways, besides that. So, besides that, they went to the castle of where he's located, where the Tesseract is located in Red Skull. They go in there, they go high, you go low. That was another nod to the first movie. And lo and behold, when they went low, they found that Steve Rogers is alive and the Hydra Stomper armor is hung. Which, too bad, if they would have done a little bit of extra work, it would have actually have mirrored what happened in Iron Man 3. Which is, remember when the president and the Iron Patriot armor, he was hanging as if crucifixion. They could have done that crap too, but instead they did something like, apparently they did a nod to a ancient artist, maybe Leonardo da Vinci, if I'm correct. It's like, yeah, no, I would have preferred the Iron Man 3 idea. Chain his freaking armor to the freaking damn walls, and then they shoot it down. There you go. Okay, you don't have any freaking issues. Just shot it down. We cool. Meanwhile, for Peggy and also Howard, because he's the buttons guy, they came together and they found it, and they found the Red Skull made a portal, whatever thing that's coming out, which it could be the Hive, it could be just some random monster. Sadly, it's not the monster, not the freaking space monster from Guardians of the Galaxy 2. No, because we saw how much it bled. It bled yellow. It bled gushy yellow blood. This one got cut a few times. We didn't see him bleed at all. So it's not that monster. Sorry to tell you. So it could just be a random no-name monster, chances are. But either way, whatever, we'll see what happens soon. So basically, we have Peggy going against the Monstra, and Howard trying to stop it. Red Skull got killed by the Monstra. All the other freaking guys got killed too by the Monstra. It's like, oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. He has no free obedience, has no loyalty to your ass at all. And he killed all y'all. Damn. Allegedly, Red Skull might be alive, but I kind of doubt it. Anyways, uh, she has to defend while Howard has to figure out German, which sadly he didn't know German, even with a German actress. Nope. So he has to figure things out. She's pushing it, and then eventually it pushed her all the way to the point to the wall, which lo and behold, nearby was a sword. So she grabbed a sword. Now she has a sword and shield. So yeah, now she's starting to cut, which no blood, no blood showing. And eventually we have Steve Rogers freed with the Hydra armor. They electrocuted it so it gets enough juice. It did show up. He did do some things, but then sadly the armor is useless now. So Carter has no choice but to push it all the way back into the portal, taking her with it. So it's kind of like mirrors what happened in the first Avenger. He goes into ice. They did mention a dance on Saturday and gone. But it doesn't end for Captain Carter. No, Captain Carter actually shows up in the beginning of Avengers. So instead of Loki, she shows up with pieces of that octopus or something. And there you go. That's how it ended. Thank goodness for that. Thank goodness that they got Jeremy Renner. It's like some jerk ass was trying to freaking say shit about him. And it's like, hey guys, can you freaking just allow me to enjoy the story, bastards? I don't care what he do in a personal life. Your character does not mirror what he does in real life. If he did, then he's a freaking archer and he should be a vigilante by now helping the police. And I wouldn't be shocked if he didn't go by Hawkeye but by Green Arrow. Yeah, so shut the fuck up. Okay, stop messing with my damn ass shows. Okay, stop messing with my shows. Stop with my freaking damn movies. Okay, it's escapism. Get over yourself, man. You're not righteous as thou. That's technically freaking damn judging, and you're not supposed to judge. Only one person can do that, and he's upstairs. So stop judging, or you're gonna get judged very, very harshly, and then you'll be crying at the very end of, "Why in the world is this happening to me?" Well, you judged Jeremy Renner. All y'all did. So you got fucked over. That's how it goes. Too bad. That sucks. Don't judge. But anyways, that was a good episode. Can't wait for the next episode, which is what if Black Panther became Star-Lord. And then the other one is either A, Black Widow kills Iron Man, or Black Widow kills the Avengers before they've started, or someone's killing the Avengers before they started. One of those. Anyways, yeah, thank you. Thank you for watching. I'll see you when the series ends or something very, very juicy happens. But note, let me just end with two fun, interesting ideas. Note, in Iron Man 2, it was shown that Howard Stark did do some studies on the Tesseract, and that actually helped Tony to make the brand new element. So apparently he had an Infinity Stone powering him this whole entire time. The question is, could he actually have overclocked that power so much to where instead of him getting, you saw what happened to him, could that power have been so powerful that he could have cranked it up to where it only would have just affected his hand? His hand would have become decayed. His hand would have actually been gone. So only his hand would have been destroyed, not him. That's my question. It's like, could he actually have happened? Could he actually have overpowered it? And of course, like using my usual ones of being like, what if all of them knew that if they held hands, they would take their painting and burn together? Number one. Number two, what about the fact of where in Iron Man 3, he was able to do autonomous freaking stuff? What the fuck happened to that idea? There's just lots of stuff. Anyways, thank you for watching. Gotta go.
Hold it, son. Wouldn't you rather have an exciting action figure?
Ah, but only Batman fits in my Batmobile.